Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Rise of Mordor battle for you today, or siege battle for you today. And as you can probably see in the title, we have got a special guest in this one. It is Jackie Fish, who is taking part in this one with myself and some other members of the Discord. So it's great to have him along to play, and yeah, it's amazing to have such a major YouTuber to just play along with and just to see what his how good he is. And yes, so this is a really good siege battle, a 4v3. Between Mordor, the Eastlings, and Harad against, I think we have two Dol Amroth, we have Gondor, and we have a Linden Elves army. So it's good versus evil. And instantly, we already have a sally out by some of the Harandor axe bearers here of Harad. They're facing off against some Linden shock infantry, some Noldorian swords. These guys are nasty. And at this point, we've got Jackie, who's playing as Mordor. He's sending out some of his servants of the eye. These guys are absolutely nasty as well. They'll get some nice hammer and anvil charges onto these elves who are already winning this combat. They are just so damn strong. Even these Harandor axe bearers are supposed to be quite good, and they're just not able to stop them. We've got triple gold chevrons as well, so yeah, these elves are clearly able to take a couple of hits if they're able to withstand this assault at the moment. But yeah, I mean, hopefully a few more charges from Jackie's cavalry, and they will certainly be weak enough to take out and kill. If you're enjoying seeing Rise of Mordor on the channel at the moment and would love to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support as we work towards 2,500 subs. Thank you guys already for all the support, and keep it up. Very much appreciated. And there you go. It looks like the axe bearers have had enough, and they're going to actually try and retreat back to their own lines. And now it's going to be Jackie's cavalry. It's going to be left with the joy of running down these shock infantry. Really, I mean, they should be able to do it. I mean, these Servants of the Eye got one silver chevron. Yeah, they're pretty nasty, and these Servants of the Eye are probably only second to the Elven King, really, when it comes to cavalry. And it looks like the elves are now inside the walls over on this side. We now have some Noldorian swords that have come off the walls here. And their first task will be to get through the clan guards here, which already lost a few men, it seems, I think, to artillery. But this unit reminds me very much like the Pavis spears of 1212. These guys have just got big spears. They don't get big shields, big spears. They don't get many kills, but they hold the line for a long, long time. Or they should do anyway. Whether they will is a different thing. They're fighting elves with huge swords, and these elves are actually running over traps and getting themselves killed, which is a nice start. Got to get those extra kills when possible. 94 already they're down to. So we'll see whether they can get some... they can lose a few more. Look at these poor guys. Just like, no, I'm going to make it. I will take part in this battle. Dead. Just like that. And then it looks like we've also got some Gondor troops now landing on this side as well. Again, running through these traps. These traps are going to be just very key to getting little kills here and there. Damaging units. They're already down to actually lost 15 men already in that Axemen of Lost Arch unit. That's a good sign. Axemen of Lost Arch, maybe not the best shock infantry in the world, but it's worth killing off. And it looks like on Jackie's side there, it looks like the elves, not the elves, Dol Amroth is just about to land. This is going to be interesting to see. It's got an interesting breach to hold here, to be honest. It's one that can just, this is already a breach that is there at the beginning of the map. But you can, on Umbar, you can actually destroy this side, and you can destroy this side as well. And they'll come down very quickly. They already started 81% and 99%, I think. Or at least they're both at 81, possibly. So, I mean, it's easy to make that a bigger breach and easy to then break through. Hopefully, Jackie is aware of that. And here we go. Looks like the first clash of infantry is about to begin over on this side. It looks like the clan guards are about to face off against these Noldorian swords. And there you go. A nice little volley just before they arrived. And who knows? I don't know who will win this. I mean, the clan guards with the right support can win this fight. Can hold for a really long time against just about anything. And these Noldorian swords are obviously very vulnerable to archers, who you can see there are volleys coming in. But shock does beat spears very easily in this mod as well. Does beat it very easily. And yeah, it looks like we've already got some Eastling, Loki Rim archers, and we've got some Southron archers already. Actually, they've already given up shooting at the unit that's engaged. They're shooting at the reserves all the way back here, trying to get some kills. 7 kills on this one, then another 5 on that one. And yeah, these guys get nicely bloodied up. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Weaken these guys for battles to come. Get them ready to kill the frontline troops. But you can see here that the clan guards are already looking really rough. They already lost about half their troops. Jeez. Yeah, these Noldorian swords need stopping, to be honest. Looks like we've got some more Uruk archers setting up here. I don't know whether what they're firing at. There's already like shock infantry in here. You've got orc pillagers and clan guards, and they're taking out these warriors of Lost quite easily. Good to see the men of the Eastlings and the orcs of Mordor working together. Men of the East, I guess you call them, or just the Eastlings. Yeah, these axemen of Lost just aren't great. Gondor's not got the greatest shock, and that's okay because it's got some pretty good infantry. I think that kind of works in its favour. And it sounds like someone seized some gates. That's a terrible, terrible thing. And yes, it looks like Dol Amroth is just about to get in. And we've actually cleared house on all of those 2 shock infantry over there. They are gone. The Servants of the Eye basically dealt with them, along with the archers on the wall. You can see they used some ammo. But yeah, they're all dealt with. So that's 2 units of elves just dead straight off the bat. So that's a really good start. I mean, balance power is not in our favour. We have about a 600-man disadvantage. And we could do with bringing that down even quicker. You can see we have a spear unit here that's like the clan guards already losing here. This is not a good sign. We can see Loki Rim coming up now. Probably a little bit late. I was not really paying attention. I was like, oh god, these clan guards will hold for ages. And then when I realized, I was like, no, they won't. So yeah, we've got Loki Rim getting ready to set up. I mean, my clan guard's winning on this side against, well, the Axemen of Lozenarch. There's a whole different kettle of fish. We can see lots of Loki Rim now arriving. I'm going to try and pin these guys in place so it allows the Uruk archers here to get some really good shots onto the elves. But we'll see whether that's successful or not. Probably not. I mean, these the Uruk archers aren't great at getting kills usually, but we'll see how they do in this battle. Mordor is well known for its beasts of war, and yet in this mod to have beasts of war, which is a real shame. So it's kind of a bit of a faction in the loop a bit. It doesn't really know what it's supposed to be doing. It's got good cavalry, I guess. And here's some cavalry. Speaking of cavalry, here's the elven cavalry arriving. And we've got Jackie luckily sent some orc pillagers over to come and deal with this little incursion of elves that's coming on. And I think the elves are trying to push through their cavalry. I'm not really sure. We have shock against shocker. These orc pillagers are pretty nasty. Whether they'll beat all these elves, I mean, these elves have been in combat already, so they're pretty softened up for the orcs. So they might do okay. See the black of the Mordor troops against the gold of the elves. It's so nice. And now we can start to see that the clan guards are losing here. So we're going to have to send something up here to help deal with this issue. They're losing to Gondor sword infantry. This is a fight they should usually, well, not usually win, but they should be able to withstand. Swords do okay against spears, but I mean, these guys are in shield walls, so they should hold for a long, long time. Over on the far side, Dol Amroth is now engaged in this huge breach, and it's not even like fully like being opened up yet. There's still this one here, fort damage 99 yet to go. We have some Uruk spears holding the breach here against seaward infantry. So basically the same thing as the Gondor sword infantry. Just Dol Amroth's variant. These Uruk spears should hold for a while. They're pretty tanky. Certainly when they're in shield wall, they'll do fine. Just need to get the archers to do a lot of damage now. Like, I don't know if they have any archers around here, Mordor, but like, they're sending some onto the wall. Harad, to be fair, has got some here. If Harad just like fires from this angle, he can get like all the guys on the top of this like lip here of the breach. And that would be very nice for kills. It looks like Mordor setting up stuff. Oh, this is a nice little spot here. Oh dear, I feel sorry for Dol Amroth in a way. Dol Amroth's basically got no choice but to either retreat, go back the way he came, or stand here because he's got to either go through a Morgul Legion and he's going to get shot by all these Uruks, or he retreats basically. And yeah, I mean, they've got a nice angle. They're not actually shooting those ones, but these ones over here on the wall are shooting. These guys are probably getting some very nice kills, so this is really nice to hear by Jackie. Focusing these guys on. Look at that, it's a whole unit just gone. Poor guys. And now on to the next one, I guess. And yeah, they just kind of stand there and have to just look at these Morgul Legion and kind of go, well, what are we going to do? I mean, the best response, I guess, is to get some of their own archers across here. If they get them onto this bit of the wall, then they could probably reach these Morgul Legion. They could certainly take out these archers. and then they can move this infantry up. They're kind of a bit slow on getting the archers up there, which is, I think, as soon as you get the infantry up onto the wall, you need to be starting to give your archers the order to get up, because they're often the way that you're going to unlock a defense is with archer support. See here that Jackie's still holding on with his Uruk spears. I mean, they're starting to sneak around the Sea Horde infantry, but not too much. But there's some nice little choke points to hold them in. I mean, over on this far side again, we're still having a lot of problems. Lokirim's still not able to hold back all these elves. And artillery is still desperately trying to take out some of these guys now. We've got Shipwright's nobles already in here. Either that's a good sign for us, or that's a bad sign, because like it could be a good sign, they're already sending in their best troops, or it's a really bad sign because, well, they're their best troops, they're going to break through, sort of thing. Like, it kind of look at it in two ways. But we're going to need more troops in here. We're going to need more troops. Hold this point. You can see more Loki Rim coming up. We've got cavalry ready. Yeah, we had like Jackie's cavalry ready at like standby just to like take anything out, but they're getting shot at by these Noldorian archers, and they're getting some okay kills. They're killing quite a few of these Servants of the Eye. So hopefully Jackie gets on and moves them in a bit. Let's find out. We've got the cavalry here. Look at this. The cavalry's got an easy opening here. You can just go through this gap. You can go after the archers. And here we go. I think cavalry's now about to get mobilized. Bane in the steps. We'll have to come down off the top of this little ridge. And yeah, the cavalry's just going to charge into the archers. This is going to be painful for the Eastlings and for Harad. And there you go. Kind of takes out Harad. Probably going to the Eastlings next. And yeah, there's Noldorian Equestrians. Yeah, they're pretty nasty. And they're actually, no, they're going to go pinball and they're going to go into the backs of these Loki Rim. That's not a bad idea either. Wasn't a great charge, but I mean, it'll probably be enough. And there you go. They're actually being a coward and they're going to fall back. Very smart. They've seen that the Mordor cavalry arrived, and they decided that it was better to just fall back. That's quite smart. Quite smart indeed. Well played by the Elven player there. And you can see that already these Harandor axe bearers have been just sent in to help the clan guards, and they're losing still. Still losing this fight here. This is kind of madness. Like the Harandor axe bearers with triple gold chevrons still can't beat everything in this choke point here. I mean, it's only Axeman, a Lost Archer, and some Gondor swords. I mean, there's still no action really in the center. I mean, Dol Amroth, the other Dol Amroth army is still really like arriving. He's bringing a lot of troops through the gate. There are some Uruk Throng ready, and we've got some clan guards as well ready to defend the choke points. And I mean, really, I just realized that Harad really needs to send his troops over from here. I think we'd like forgotten all about them. They were like, oh, they've done their job. They can just have the rest of the day off. And then we were like, oh, we could really do with these guys. Probably at some point. They need to come up here, especially the 2 units of archers. And there you go, Sea Horde infantry breaking. Gone. That's 2 units of Sea Horde infantry that just died, stood here and died. 2 archers. Just see all their banners and like dead. I mean, it looks actually quite cool with like just like the banners are skewed there and like the poor guy dying in the background, all the bodies. Looks very cool. But yep, those Uruk archers got a lot of kills. They've used most of their ammo though upon killing those 2 units of Sea Horde. They probably could do with taking out these other archers. I mean, they're now having a duel but with the Tarnosian marksman across there. I mean, definitely not worthy of a target. In the Tarnosians' view, because like they're behind crenellations, yeah, but certainly the Uruks might want to take out these Tarnosians. Definitely quite easy to do so as well. And what's down here? We've got some shock infantry in here again. We've got more Orc pillagers going in to help fight this fight. I don't know whether that was a good idea. These spears seem to be doing okay. The shock's not really in combat either. It's kind of like also at the bottom of this hill, so it's kind of pretty open to the archers of the Dol Amroth. So I don't know. Maybe this might not have been a great idea. Might have been better to wait until the spears were a little bit lower. I don't know. But we've got a lot of Serpent Raiders coming across. What's happening? I think there's a lot of stuff going on over here again. Yeah, look at this. The cavalry is coming. The cavalry for the elves is immobilizing. This is 1, 2, 3 units. And here we go. We've got the Bane of Steps going in. And this is going to be the clash of the cavalry. Whoever wins this certainly takes the battle in their favor. Cavalry obviously being king in Attila. Always is king in Attila. There you go, look at this. It's not Doran in question, I think. Let's get the point of view of this one. It's going to go into the backs of this choke point here. Kill so many Loki Rim. Oh, and then getting a volleys from the archers, from Harad there. But I mean, that's not really going to care. They don't care. Those archers have done nothing to them. They haven't even lost a single man. And yeah, look at that. Lokirim losing decisively. Clan Guard's now wavering. Got the Servants of the Eye coming across, mobilizing quickly, and they're just going to charge in the back of this Lokirim defense here. And that's going to undo everything here. Yeah, look at that. Just knocked down the entire unit. And these elves are now going to be released. That's a bad sign. Now is the time to start firing. I mean, the artillery needs to be firing into this blob. There's just so much stuff in here. Cavalry losing here, Noldor and Equestrians, even though it's got infantry support. That's kind of interesting. I guess it shows how strong the Maiden Steps are, but also possibly, I don't know. They are spear cavalry, I guess, so maybe they're just not great in like pulling melee. You see cavalry trying to sneak around, it's going after the Loki room, and here goes the other Maiden Steps getting sent in. Getting shot at by Elven Archers. Look at that, Elven Archers all the way up there. Getting shot at. That is just horrible. Horrible. That might help change the favour of the battle, like here for the Maiden Steps and the Noldor Questions. If they keep getting arch support from those elves up on that wall, they might have a really rough time of winning this one, Maiden Steps, even with their like really good melee abilities. Yeah, you can see it, like Maiden Steps losing now. I have a feeling that's because of elves up on this wall. They're focusing down. Elves just using their archers quite well at the moment, and their cavalry. Infantry not so much. I think blobbing like this is a bad idea. Never do this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units in here. Really, this artillery should be firing like pronto, trying to get hits down here. You get some really good kills, and archers. To be fair, the archers need to be firing into that blob. Yeah, so I mean that's not going so well for these things on that side, but over on the left side, looks like Mordor's doing quite well, holding their ground. I mean, they'll take charges like this from Dol Amroth, just charging into his lines with his cavalry, and I think they were in shield wall, so they'll do fine with this. Uruk Throng will take this every day of the week. What we got here, we got more spears. Some nice just shield walls being made. I mean, they could definitely get some archers and definitely fire into the flanks of the Sea Horde infantry. Definitely could take that out. I think they were just about to see Uruk Archers give the order for one of them. Got more Uruk Throng going in here. They're really trying to contain this cavalry. Not a bad idea. They're really concerned about this cavalry. Like all the cavalry, just like little islands of resistance. They just get surrounded by like hordes of orcs. It's kind of. They're getting so deep into the enemy formation, they just realize, oh, I'm surrounded, and I'm probably dead. And yeah, oh, they're going to try and pull through? No, they're falling back. They're falling back. And here comes forward some Knights of Imrahil already. Wow. They're sending forward the dismounted Knights of Imrahil. This is a really elite unit. This is the most elite sword unit that Dol Amroth's got. And they're in there, doing their bit. The general's being attacked. I think that's mine. I think he's just getting shot up by random archers. Nothing to fear just yet. Yeah, I mean, this is a good sign that they're sending in dismounted Knights of Imrahil, like, at this point. Like, I mean, they still have a lot of reserves to the attackers, but, I mean, dismounted Knights of Imrahil going at this point, that's kind of a sign of desperation. This is also kind of a sign of desperation, I feel, by the attackers. I mean, always just a sign of, like, we have so many men we can just throw them in sort of thing, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4 units of swords in here. I think they're all Sea Horde infantry. This is definitely asking for an artillery strike, or just archers. Just look at the sea of blue shields with, like, swans and boats on. They just need to take some of these guys out. It's like a tiny little unit here of Uruk spears holding it back from this. Uruk spear unit here is literally having to hold the spot here just because of the fear of the fort wall coming down. I think they've got a trebuchet. Yeah, still got ammo, still got about half ammo. So that thing could just at any point just decide, we're just going to destroy this bit of the wall and just flood in a load of troops and outdo your position. The cavalry going in here again. Why are they just throwing? They're just throwing the cavalry a little bit, just stupidly, I would almost say. It's charging to the back of their own infantry and it's just keeping it prolonged melee. Not really a great idea. And also, it's just been shot by archers. But over on this side, we have lost this choke point here. We're going to lose the cavalry battle as well. which is a real shame. Yeah, we just basically couldn't hold it anymore. We were just getting so overstretched. It was a real issue. So yeah, we've dealt with that. And now we kind of like have to hold this spot here, which is kind of a little bit better in some ways because you can... I should have possibly made it a little bit further back the line, possibly where the Serpent's Swords are here. Because then the archers can just fire into the flanks and do a lot of damage, which is a really good play. But yeah, unfortunately we can't do that at the moment. Well, because I've already committed, basically. I mean, the Serpent's Swords can make the next line, but the Loki Rim here are basically trying to hold on. As Noldor and Equestrians are pulling through and killing a lot of these infantry. And now it's Gondor leading the charge over, not the elves. Gondor's taking over. There's actually more. Like, who are they? There's more dismounted knights of Imrahil. Jeez, there's so many. I can hear artillery going off. Did that get? Oh, that got a fairly good hit as well. That got about 4 or 5 guys, some elves, some Gondorian troops. I'll take that. Let's get a few more. Its angle's pretty decent. I think it's trying to reposition. But if you take it from the view of this one, it has got like the view all the way over there of those units. Just about they can see in the distance. I mean, there's a lot in reserve as well. They could just take your pick and shoot at one of these units. As long as you manual fire. Same with the archers, to be honest, as well. Like, these archers have, like, a lot of ammo. I'm hoping they'll get a lot of kills. Able to rain death down on the flanks of, well, just any of these Gondorian troops here. But the Loki Rim aren't going to hold much longer. And the next line of defense is ready. Got these Serpent Swords here. They look great. Hopefully they don't get too beaten up by archers, but they are at the moment. Like, what have we got here? We've got Gondorian archers here. They can't even see what's going on. All they know that, like, over the side of this building, there's a lot of enemies, and they're just shooting into the backs of these Serpent Swords, which have got triple gold chevrons, and they can't, they still can't stop anything. They still can't stop themselves from being killed anyway. Now it looks like Jack is about to lose this breach here. His Uruks are just about out of men and energy, and their weapons are probably very blunted from killing so many of these Dol Amroth troops, but yeah, they'll lose it decisively. Actually, more troops coming up. We've got Morgul Legion coming up. I guess they don't really need to be over there anymore because, well, there is nothing to fight. And actually, Jackie's gone on the offensive. He's on the wall. He has an Uruk Throng unit that has been fighting dismounted knights of Imrahil. It's not a bad idea. They basically fight this unit in combat on the wall, and then they shoot from the wall onto the unit of knights of Imrahil. Then they get a lot of good kills, to be fair. It's not a bad idea. Interesting to see what he does. I think he might have to turn around in a moment. He's going to get stuck. Actually, no, he can get off this side. He can get off this side, so... Oh, no, he stopped. He stopped. Is he going to just stop here and do what I thought he is? Just hold this spot? Yeah, I think he is. Just going to hold there and just let the remains of his Uruk archers do, like, the damage they need to do. It's not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea at all. More troops getting thrown in here. And to be fair... They're nearly around this spot here. Dol Amroth will definitely sneak units around. Like, the Mordor is hardly holding here. We've got like a tiny unit of, it's not even tiny, it's about half strength, servants of the eye. Trying to fight it out. They're doing charges now up the hill. Doing their best. Over on this side, it's still looking very bad. It's looking like code red, really. Like, there's so many troops. I mean, they keep sending around cavalry, like, pulling through cavalry units. It's so frustrating. Already outnumbered and outgunned. And now they're pulling through. But, yeah, these Loki Rim are basically on breaking point. I think there you go. I think they've just broken. And now they charge into the back of those Serpent Swords who are looking the wrong way. Because they're dealing with the cavalry. That's a real shame. That's just perfect timing for the elves and the men of Gondor. But again, Harad's another one. We were talking about Mordor earlier, not having really a purpose because it's not got its like beasts of war. It's kind of the same with Harad. Harad really needs its Mumakil and maybe like something like a half troll unit, something like that. It needs something extra basically, just to give it like just a bit of a sucker punch. Because right now it's like its infantry and cavalry just isn't great enough to stop anything. And there you go, artillery going off, trying to take out some of these Noldorian equestrians. Got one singular one. But yeah, need to They really need to like give the evil factions, maybe not the Easterlings, because Easterlings are kind of sorted, but they need to give like something like Harad and obviously Mordor. Eventually, need to get them like their beasts of war, which I know they are working on trolls. And once you get trolls sorted, it makes it much easier to do other units. They're pulling through. They actually did just pull through. They just pulled through with the Gondor sword infantry unit. Oh dear, no, that's not on. Yeah, there's one thing pulling cavalry through if you knock down the unit, but they pulled through an entire Gondor sword infantry unit. Didn't even realize this in the game, I don't think. Oh, that's not okay. They are actually losing decisively, this Gondor sword infantry, so I mean, serves them right for pulling through. It's an absolute mess now because of that Gondor infantry being pulling through. Like, well, battle line's kind of already gone. The serpent swords fighting on every side. Front, back, left, right. It's the artillery's still trying to set itself up a bit more. I think it is firing, or it has been firing. Archer's certainly been firing. I don't know how many kills these guys got. 48, 20, not many then. They need to get some more kills. I think there's one of Jackie's archers over here that's got like over, it's got 290 kills. Look at this, and it's got so much ammo left. Being able to resupply up there, very handy. Yeah, they could definitely go for 300 kills before the end of the battle. 100%. They could definitely do it, taking out some of these Haven Guard. Because they have broken through this choke point here. Have Dol Amroth. I mean, it's cost them a lot, but they've got some pretty nasty units. They've got these Haven Guard, they've got Seaward Infantry. They've veterans of many a battle, and they're actually going to throw everything in here on these two units of Orc Spears. And they've got Morgul Legion ready as well. They can hold stuff back. Already got some Seaward Infantry doing their bit, fighting off against the Urks of Mordor. And here they come, the hordes of Dol Amroth. They're actually defending this side as well. Harandor Axe Bearers. They're going to go and duke it out against the Haven Guard. We're going to have a charge here. Definitely the Haven Guard got the better charge. I think the Harandor Axes weren't really paying attention. Haven Guard, though, are nasty. Those big old swords. They need to do as much damage to them as possible. They are losing because, well, they are being shot from that side by the Southron archers. And then hopefully these archers here are going to shoot into the back of the other Haven Guard on that far side to support their Uruk Throng allies. But, I mean, even still, this unit is losing, but so are the Harandor Axes. So, it doesn't really matter. I don't think they've got enough men, either the Harandor Axes, to hold back all these Haven Guard. Even with the archer support. I mean, there's more archers coming up here. Whether they're going to help, I do not know. There's a spear unit losing here. That needs to be saved if they want to keep this area under lock and key. But I mean, really, this whole area is now under threat because, I mean, this is going to break very, very soon. There's a Serpent Guard or Serpent Sword, sorry, breaking constantly. Or, not breaking yet, but they're wavering. They're wavering. Shaken but not stirred. That's what they are right now. I mean, we need some reserves. Is there anything coming up? There's cavalry loitering around. Some more serpent swords making their way down this way. You can see a lot of shock infantry coming around now. Walls are ruined. These guys got to get a lot of kills. What is the balance power? I mean, balance power's not looking good for the defenders. There's about 1,500 difference, I'd say, in men. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to get some good kills with stuff like cavalry and shock infantry. Archers are going to have to do their bit. Try and get it even. Got the wards, the rune in here now. They're going to really help turn the tide of fight and battle here. You'd hope anyway. Oh, charge from the Noldor. Any questions? They pulled through. Got another one through, it seemed. And there's Harandor Axes in here as well. Oh, there's so much stuff that probably didn't need to be here. So much stuff. But yeah, that cavalry is kind of trapped now. Trapped by Serpent Swords. And I mean, they've also got other... this cavalry unit's been killed off as well. That's nice to still sworn. They're dead. That's good. Hopefully, this is most of the cavalry threat gone. Dealt with. Just deal with their own stuff. But I don't know yet. Do not know. They are losing indeed, the orcs, after that person said it. But I mean, they could do with sending, like I said, some shock infantry into here. They could turn the tide of the battle against the swords of Dol Amroth, but who knows? They may not get there in time. I haven't seen anything close. Nothing even that close. I mean, there's more shot coming down. There's more cavalry over here. They are breaking stuff here. This is good. This combination of the clan guards and the shock here is winning this fight. Turning around Gondor's swords, losing. They've got more dismounted Knights of Imrahil they're going to have to send in. Cavalry here. Oh, this might get a decent charge into the infantry. Yeah, I mean, did okay. Broke through the entire thing. How many of them they all killed? I'm not sure. Gondor infantry now coming up as well. And they will probably be charging. They may flank it actually into this unit. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, that's a pretty good start though. Here we go. Shock infantry coming up as well. Warlords of Rune. They'll help out the fight. But they're big old axes. They'll definitely stop these elves. These elves have been here forever. They have actually been fighting like since this choke point all the way over here. So they've been in quite a lot of fights, to be honest. And like, you may think, oh, that's not very far that they fought. But like, I'm pretty sure nearly every inch of this city so far has been fought over. Do not give up. Do not take one step back, isn't it? Is what Stalin says. It's kind of what we're trying to do here. This is a good area to hold them anyway. I mean, like I said, it may have wanted to be a little bit further back, but this is a fairly good area to hold them. Archers can do a lot of damage. So can catapults. Just need to hold them in place. Could have done with some clan guards. They're really good, obviously, like we said, in holding choke points. And they're expendable. They're only spears. There's more shocker. We've got the Gondor infantry here that's like fully flanked, and I think they've broken the Serpent Sword. Now that's the Warlords of Rune time to go in. They're having their fight. They're kind of not really fine. I think they didn't give an attack order. They're just kind of just chilling there, doing their own bit. But they're also just vulnerable anyway to archers. They have still so many archers. Look at all these archers on the wall with like a lot of ammo. Poor Uruks, they took the offensive, and they won the first fight. They forced back these dismounted Knights of Imrahil. They only killed 30 of them. Jeez. These poor orcs, but yeah, I mean, they've done a good job. They've slowed down the attack on the side. They've kept troops here, I guess. That's what you can kind of think of it. But it's not the greatest. The Morgul Legion here winning. It's a good sign. I mean, it's a bit worrying that they're the wrong side. Like, they could get attacked by archers. I mean, they have actually got some archers ready. They've got some tiny marks, but they can shoot these guys in the back. I think they're trying to take out this cavalry, which is not a bad idea. This is a strong cavalry unit here. Nice Imrahil. Poor pike unit. These Morgul Legion are like the best unit that Mordor has available to them, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, they should really get some good kills. I mean, they're a pole arm unit taking on Cav. I say they should be getting a lot of kills. I don't know if they will. These archers, again, they should be firing. Like, these Uruk archers fire onto the Knights of Imrahil. Don't bother shooting the archers. I mean, they need to get these archers off the wall as well. They should just take them off the wall, off the fort tower here, and just go down. I mean, there is a Knights of Imrahil just waiting here as well. Whether it's a good idea? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, yeah, these poor orcs getting surrounded, squished by Dol Amroth. It's an orc sandwich. So it'd be an orc sandwich made up of maggoty bread, which they've been eating for 3 days, and the orc in the middle, because that's what it is at the moment. It's looking pretty damn nasty. Oh, they've been blessed. They've been saved. They're actually pulling through again. Yeah, they sort of have a bit. I mean, they kind of just pushed on by. I mean, this infantry unit here. There you go. General's died. Oh, that's the Knights of Imrahil. He's actually charged it. Let's head on into the unit. Well, that was a bit silly. That might help. It might help break a lot of stuff, because Dol Amroth, I mean, one of the Dol Amroth armies has quite a lot of stuff left. I think it is this one here. Has most of this infantry here. So there's a chance they can win that one over on this side. I mean, they might have stuff here as well. I can't remember. The two old Dol Amroth armies are kind of intermixed. Good to see more Knights of Imrahil in here. Like I said, it's showing a bit of desperation already, sending in the elites. I mean, it's not desperation if that's all that's left, I guess. But this siege has been going at 100 miles an hour. Like the attackers have decided that there is no no time to relent. They're just going in. They're going in hard, and fair enough. You can see here I've charged into some Citadel Guard. Kind of went okay. I mean, I've got them down a fair amount of kills. It's just whether I can just keep them alive. The cavalry, that is, not the Citadel Guard. They can die. Die a very painful death. I might lose a lot of men coming out of this one. No, I did okay. The Alpha and Archers are holding me in place. That's okay. Yeah, we're sort of holding this. This is it's a dodgy as hell. This is defense at this point. This artillery needs to get some good shots. It needs to be shooting in here into this blob. It's actually quite a big blob with archers and Gondor infantry. I can hear one went off. I don't know if that actually hit. Oh, that's definitely friendly fire. Oh no, yeah. You can see the like, look at him. Warlord of the Runes, like, no, no. What did I do to deserve this? Burned by my own catapult. Look at this archer. These archers taking on like 3 Warlords of Rune. No, and other way around, 1 Warlord of Rune taking on 3 archers. I think he died. Poor guy. Poor man. More Elven Shock coming in. These guys are just relentless. Keep sending stuff forward. And they're pulling through again. This is just... Don't know why they're pulling through all their infantry. There's no need to. No need to. The infantry that they're fighting is literally nearly dead. So yeah, it's kind of annoying that they kept doing this. They just kept pulling through the infantry. Just to try and get to the next stuff. Like take on these archers. And I was just kind of like... There's no need. It's 4v3. Balance power is already massive in your favour. No need to... make it even easier for yourselves, or harder for us. But yeah, they did it. Got cavalry in here. They need to get this Serpent Raider out of here. But I'll tell you one thing. This entire battle, my catapult was playing like, I don't know what it was doing. It was just playing up. It was being very drunk, basically. I would fire like a unit down here, and it would then just swerve to the left or the right of whatever I was trying to aim at. It was very frustrating to try and control. Or certainly manual fire. I definitely got to a stage I just told it to auto fire. Just to, well, just A, to use of ammo, and also just to see if it would be more accurate. Jackie's side over here on this left is finally gone. He's taken this here as well. Has a Dol Amroth, so Jackie can't get his 2 archer units off the wall here. It's a real shame. This archer unit here has got 335 kills. It's done really well. So yeah, that's impressive for heroic archers. I'll give him that. He's done a really good job with those archers. And yeah, now it's kind of just the general retreat. Let's get back what we can. Sort of thing is archers falling back, cavalry, polearms, all sorts getting back. I've got a shock infantry unit here that probably could have got back, but it's not able to. It's got to hold the line. Hold the line and, well, that's about it. It's not even in combat with these Knights of Imrahil, I just realised. Well, that's a shame. That is a shame. But yeah, this is going to be the main concern. There's so many troops here that are getting cornered off and killed in a moment. If we could get this cavalry out, that would be huge, because we could do with having all the cavalry we can just for little sallies and harassing charges, but looks like the cavalry's set and staying in there. I mean, it's losing decisively. If it pulls out, it may die. And any sort of retreat going up this ramp's now gone, because it's now infantry ready, and I mean, they're chasing down archers. These poor Loki Rim, they're like, we just wanted to get more kills. And like the artillery's like, quick, hold them up, someone slow them down. So they really do need to be fair. This Orange could be key. Get some more last minute, because it's got a fair amount of ammo left. It's got probably about 2-3 volleys in it.
The men have thrown down their weapons.
Archers here ready to go. I mean, we've got plenty of infantry. I mean, not plenty, but we've got infantry. We've got archers to defend every spot. Maybe not pikes. We could do with pikes, but yeah, we've got these Harandor axe bearers here. They'll hold the line. I mean, I think after the first wave, shock infantry holding a choke point, it's never the same. Unless it's really good shock infantry against just really poor infantry. But in Rise of Mordor, if you just attack a shock infantry once, And you'll probably lose the first unit, but the second unit will probably have a lot more success and maybe kill it. And if not, the third unit certainly will. And there you go. Look at this. Archer's going in to slow down the catapult. A real shame that is. And they've been overwhelmed. Oh, poor guys. Poor archers.
The men are wavering.
Men are wavering. I mean, they're still holding on over here at the Harandor Axe Bearers and the Warriors of Rune. That's a good sign. Maybe they can go on and win the game. Unlikely. They need to just take more guys out, though. Like that. Take that poor Seaward infantryman out. Take out a couple more. Break in units. That's good to see. Balance power still not looking great. It's about 2,000 man difference now. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. But yeah, these units are just trapped out on their own now. Poor guys. R.I.P. We've got the Morgul Legion getting back. This is a huge unit to get back to the main cap point. Probably should have fallen back a lot earlier. We were just very determined to hold our spot. I mean, mainly because Jackie was doing so well for such a long time. He seemed to be holding them back for a long time. And we just felt like, well, we couldn't just just leave him like that. We had to kind of like hold. We probably could have held this choke point here. Could have held that. And then we could have used the archers obviously to get support. And it allows Jackie to then carry on his side. But that would have been not a bad spot to actually hold. Shame we didn't do that, I guess. But these things happen. These things happen. Still got infantry over here holding. I think these guys are... I think the replay might be slightly bugged out because these guys definitely were dead or whatever. Yeah, they were definitely dead, I think. So I think, yeah, the replay's just bugged just ever so slightly, which is a real shame because it's been a really good replay up until now. I think everything's gone, like, well, not to plan, but as it did in the battle. Yeah, these guys certainly are bugged out. They've just been left there on their own. That's really bizarre. Don't know if there's been an update for anything recently. I wouldn't have thought so. Maybe there has been, and I didn't realise. But I only did this a few days ago, so... it shouldn't have been... wouldn't have thought that would be the case, but it doesn't matter anyway. We can just presume that these units here are dead. They're dead, really. I mean, certainly these ones here on the wall, they couldn't get off. They actually did stand here the entire battle and just watched on. But certainly these ones at the bottom here, they just kind of... they shouldn't be bugged out, but it doesn't really matter. It's a shame. And it looks like we're going to have... well, archers, they're going to be the first to be going in. Or they should be anyway. General coming up as well for the for Linden. That's good. We can take that out with an artillery. May help, but I mean, Linden's basically spent on troops. It's really Dol Amroth left, and Gondor that's leading the way on infantry that we need to take out as well. And here we go, archers going off. I think they're firing down at the shock infantry here. Yeah, not a bad target, but I mean, it's a pretty unhealthy one anyway. You might want to take out, I don't know, these dismounted knights at Imrahil, generals, like I mentioned. Instead of these lowly shock infantry, they've got like 10 men left in them. Here we go, the final defense is underway. Elves versus Eastlings. How it started is how it will end. Cavalry going in, that definitely didn't happen. So yeah, replay is unfortunately bug at this point. So yeah, we actually did not do that. We kind of waited until the infantry had fallen back, gave an angle, and then let the cavalry go in. Yeah, this is a shame. Yeah, the replay is definitely bugged because the elves pull through here and they don't hit. They don't in the actual battle. Got Knights at Imrahil coming in. And here we go. Yeah, it's just coming down to this. Fortunately, that's going to kind of downplay the end of the battle a little bit because it was a really nice defense at the end. Servant swords over on this side, doing their bit against the Knights of Imrahil. They may have a billion chevrons, but they still can't hold back this elite unit. Not forever.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
And it is looking like the forces of good are going to beat the forces of evil today I mean, there's 7 minutes left. Unless a miracle can be pulled off here, it does look like Gondor, Dol Amroth and their allies are going to win. I mean, this is a serious blob up here now. We've got Shark Infantry in here, Arendor Axe Bearers all in here, holding stuff back. Who knows? Maybe in this version, in this bugged version, the good guys lose. Who knows? I mean, unlikely, but it's possible. Yeah, look at this, just pulling through. I mean, this is just didn't happen in the game. They fought fairly. I'll give them that, and that's a real shame. Real shame to see that. It's like what's happening. Yeah, I mean, this unit's just gonna die probably. Shooting at this Morgul Legion head. This is definitely not here at this point. I think it was defending this far side, helping these serpent guards out. A nice charge here, though, by the general of Mordor. This did happen. Jackie got a nice little attack on the cavalry with the cavalry here, charging into the infantry. They're going to probably rout these Nimrodale archers. And maybe the Seaward infantry. I don't know. These guys all losing decisively. Not this one, though. But yeah, there you go. Look at that. Probably going to break the swords. Then it's just the archers to take out. And this cavalry can, or his general can do a lot of damage here. It's a fairly healthy servant to the eye as well. If that breaks one, just one to go. Well, I guess two to go really, but look at them. They're firing point blank range. They're in combat, I swear. But no, they will fire. They all fire on the servants to the eye. But yeah, they were hitting down one of these streets here. And they just came looped around and got some nice kills. A general's got in as well. Look at this. Nice. This is Gondor's general's got in here. This, I don't think happened at all. But, well, let it happen. Let's see if the Honor crew can kill him off. There you go. They actually did. They did just kill the general for Gondor off there. So that's, I mean, something different that didn't happen. Kind of makes it interesting, unpredictable. Who knows? Maybe they will win it. Maybe the defenders will win. And there you go. Jackie's general's going to carry on. He's going to probably go out. Might go around and go and take out the shock. Or he might just come back for a second slice of the pie of these archers. I mean, they probably need to be taken out because they've got some really good ammo, and also they can just do that to his general. He needs to be careful. He needs to definitely charge these guys again. Where's his pikes or his polearms? Morgul Legion, they're over here as well, holding this choke point. I mean, definitely don't need them here, but good to have them here. In the battle, this area was the most of an issue, but it's actually the far side now that's the most problematic. Where the pikes actually were, I think, in history. There you go, the Arendor Axe Bearers. They're going to go down the stairs, win that fight there. And yeah, there you go. I think they've routed everything. Yeah, that's kind of mad. They've just actually won that side, which doesn't happen in the actual battle. Oh my gosh. Maybe they are going to win it. There's belief. There's belief that they are going to win it. There's units over here that are bugged out as well. Maybe they are going to win it. Just stuff all these units. It's quite close, in fairness, but maybe not here. This poor Serpent Guard unit is broken in. Well, not the Serpent Guard haven't broken in. The Dol Amroth broken through the Serpent Guard, I should say. The men are losing faith, apparently, which makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't you at this point? Running out of men, supplies, ammo. They seem to have endless of all of it. Men, supplies, and ammo.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shame.
There you go, men are starting to waver. Who's breaking that? I mean, there you go. The general for the elves is going shipwreck nobles. That's kind of huge. I don't know where everyone else is breaking. Oh, it might be in here. I think they have just taken out these units and just kind of stood here on their own. Kind of a shame. Could have just left them on their own. They weren't harming anyone. But let's just fast forward a little bit for the sake of the video. I mean, all you're seeing now is just a bit of a mop up here. These units probably will get killed off. I don't know how it's really going to go down. It may just go down as like a draw or something like that. I don't know, but bit of a shame. I didn't think there was really an issue with it, but oh well. And there we go. You can see this Haven Guard just chopping through these archers. Like, they don't even care. They don't even care, like, what these archers. They just mean nothing to them. Just easy kills. Easy kills. I'll take them every day. They're probably like, I'm wasting my sword on you. Blunting my sword, just chopping through you. And over here, look at this. Spears beating, actually, that's no surprise. Spears beating archers. I thought this was the spear unit here was the defenders. It's like they're winning in somewhere else, but no, they're not. These Silver Guard are just going to mess up these Southron archers. And the general still alive for Jackie. I think he's fighting another. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I think he just died. Yep, just died fighting some Knights of Imrahil. That's a shame. Yeah, he did die over here on the street, but I think he died fighting the archers, not the like the swords. I don't think that sword unit even got close. But yeah, I think the replay is sort of bugged at this point, which is a real shame. Real shame. Don't think anyone's gonna move. They seem to be all getting up to like the top of here, and then they've just given up. Yeah, and the battle's no longer in our favor, which is fine. They can just do whatever they need to do. Do whatever they need to do just to get this replay over and done with. There you go. I mean, they're losing over here as well.
Our allies are running.
Yeah, it's about 1,700 men difference. I think everything actually is just for us is wavering now. They just like, the game realizes it's the defenders should be losing at this point. I hope so. Anyway,
the men's resolve is failing.
there you go. Citadel Guard breaking through the Southern archers. They're not even breaking through; they're just pulling through because they think they've won or they've killed them all. And there you go. Yeah, the replays. Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame. But it was a really good battle to play. I mean, it definitely was really epic. It was really fun to play with Jackie and some of the other subs. Definitely was a really epic and fun siege to do. And I think there was a few mistakes we made. I think I should have defended here like a lot earlier, and just allowed these archers to get so many more kills. And I think we should have fallen back generally as a team to this final spot a lot earlier, just to give ourselves like a chance, because it's really hard to break through 1, 2, 3 choke points like these ones, all with towers as well. But yeah, there you go. It was a close defeat for the Eastlings and their allies. So I'll end the replay and have a look at the end results. Or not, maybe. Clearly the replay yeah, is clearly very bugged. But yeah, there you go. So if you have enjoyed that siege battle, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave a comment to show your support. And until next time, see you in the next one.